sure you stick around because we're only getting warmed up.
Hi everybody, how are we doing? We are back for another podcast. Think Wedding Business with me and Ads, and today I'm much more excited, and I'm sure that Adam is, because I've got another muso on today. It's very, very rare we get a musician on. And
Muso.
It's a muso, yeah.
We say
Code
music.
word.
When you're a muso, you can say muso. We have got the absolutely stunning Daisy Kate Music, awesome musician, and brilliant for your wedding. Drink receptions, wedding breakfast, evening parties. She pretty much does it all. And we're so pleased to have her here today. So very warm welcome, Daisy Kate Music.
Finally, she gets to speak.
Thank you for having me. I was actually told that I might be offered some home-baked sourdough bread by yourself.
Is word getting round?
That's
Did you
the
say
real
that, or
reason
is
I'm
that
here.
other guests saying that?
No.
Word's getting round. Go on their podcast. They bake bread for everybody.
Johnny
Just so happens I've just baked a fresh bread this morning.
If anyone would like to feature on the podcast, Howard always bakes bread for
It
everybody.
looks incredible. And
Breaks
Break
bread.
bread.
Breaking bread.
But no, obviously, thank you for having me, and I'm a big fan of the pod. So
Wonderful
thank
to have
you
it. Can
very
I just
much.
interject? I'm also excited to have you here. Like Howard's made out like I wasn't. I love you too. I just don't know music that much. But we've got lots of businessy sort of questions.
Yeah,
that we'll
absolutely.
get
No,
into,
thank
yeah.
you for having me, guys.
You're welcome. So it's going to be a journey through from your start to finish, but we're going to be on the business topic as well of how you get your gigs, what makes the difference, all that kind of stuff. And obviously you were on the Wedding Awards last year. You won that, so we're going to talk a little bit like that as well. But we'll take it from the start then. Why? Why do you do what you do? How do you do what you do? When did you get started, and how did it all come about originally?
Okay, so I think I've not had the conventional career path of a musician because I didn't study music, but I always played music at home because my dad plays guitar, so he was in a band. So I sort of grew up around music. And I started going to like open mic nights with my dad when I was younger. So but I was very, very shy. Like I used to go to the open mic nights, just look at the floor, like very shy, not a performer at all.
Don't believe it. Carry on.
But I really honestly didn't think that I would be able to have a career in music at all. And I think, to be fair, I think weddings has played a big part in making that happen. But so I did. I went and studied Spanish instead of music, which actually I've had a bit of a full circle moment this summer. I can tell you about it later with how like Spanish has helped in some weddings that I've been doing. But yeah, so I did Spanish at uni, but I was always gigging at the weekend all throughout that. I'd come back to Manchester, do like the pub gigs. I feel like everyone starts doing the pub gigs, don't they? I mean, I still do bar gigs now, but then I got a job. Is this interesting? Is this right?
Yeah. Good.
I got a job.
depends what you're gonna say.
No.
Well, it just sets up the foundation
Yeah,
from where you were to where you are
it's weird
now.
to think about how it all started. So it was like a market research job in an office. On the premise I was going to do a bit of work in Spanish, but actually it was just like calling people up in their day-to-day lives and asking them to do like a questionnaire. Like obviously it's like just rejection all day every day, like piss off, I don't want to talk to you. So it's kind of soul destroying that job.
You're building resilience from an early stage.
Exactly, character building. But again, I was still gigging Thursday to Sunday as well as doing that job. So it was then I was just like, you know what, I'm going to take the plunge and go full time and go for it. Which I'm so glad I did. Fortunately, I was at home, so I sort of had that like, you know.
So here's an interesting question following on from that. So because I know when I did the same thing, when I made that move,
Yeah.
what made you think, right, now I'm going to go full time? Was it because you had so many bookings ahead of you had that much money coming in for them maybe the next year?
Yeah.
Or was it just a case that I'm really sick of my job, I want to really do something that I love?
Yeah, a bit of
and
both.
make money
I think.
doing it.
Yeah,
So-
a bit of both. I was getting more. I actually started getting more weddings. Obviously, a couple of like friends and family and stuff. But then I signed up to loads of agency sites actually initially, which I don't do so much agency work now. It's all kind of direct, but it was a good way to get foot in the door. So I was getting more weddings and better gigs. It was kind of a lot because I was doing that full time and working, so I was working a lot. So that's when I was just like, okay, let's give it a go and see.
Was it that necessity of like, I can't keep both things going?
and I feel like that,
Like, gives you the
especially
push,
when I was
doesn't it,
starting to
often?
do the bigger gigs like the weddings and stuff. Don't want to be exhausted from working a week. So so it was going well. I was like on this trajectory, and then the pandemic hit, so it was a great time to go full time. Obviously, then lost a lot of the gigs. Giving deposits back. Obviously, a lot of people postponing the weddings, weren't they? And I lost all the bar gigs. Bad time. I started working in a COVID testing centre, with the taking the swabs. Another very glamorous job.
Shoving sticks up kids' noses and
it was
stuff,
gorgeous that. So, but the best thing for me over that period of time was keeping like an online presence. So I think that meant that I was, because after all of that, when we came out of the pandemic, that's when it was busy, and then it's just got busier from then on. But I did like online gigs, Facebook Live gigs. I don't know, did you do any of this like at all?
I think I remember seeing yours.
I did like Zoom gig party. I was in my dad's garage, like getting this proper setup, with an interface to make the sound good. Doing birthday parties on Zoom. It's a wild time. I did this thing called acoustic postcards, which was set up by a group of musicians. It was like like Moonpig, but with music, with like musical videos. So
you're doing like cameos for people.
Yeah, so like people would
birthday greetings and stuff.
Yeah, they'd send like a message, so you'd read the message out, they'd choose a song, then you'd sing the song for them and send it as like a little e-card thing. So I did that. It actually was on the news. Like, so I kept busy with music as well, and keeping that online presence, as well as trying to keep booking gigs for future, even though we didn't.
That's a really smart move, that, because you're in people's minds.
It really helps.
People are seeing on social media when we did come out. You're there in people's minds.
Exactly.
Oh, that girl we saw on Facebook.
People built up real followings and audiences. I remember watching a lot of Paddy. Not Paddy. Pat
being online.
I watched a lot of Pat in his van doing his DJ.
Oh, Pat.
People were doing
Pat Mulligan. I did.
I watched a lot of Pat Mulligan's live streams because he was just DJing out of his van, and just on a Friday night, I was just nice to see a face that I knew.
It was.
Hear a bit of music whilst I was in my kitchen.
Gillen Edgar, I used to watch him.
Yeah.
Oh, he did a really funny one, wasn't he? With, like,
they almost become celebrities to you.
It was so funny.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So that was good. So you had that period, and then you came out of COVID flying. Which was 2021, I'm guessing, because I got out in July 21 was when I was allowed to do my first gig, I think.
That was the first weddings, 1st of July. Yeah.
Well, do you remember at one point it was like you could do gigs
you could do it prior. You could,
as well.
Yeah, you could still do gigs before then, but just not musicians.
Johnny 1st of July was the opening of like as many guests as you want again.
I remember getting the news that we could have weddings again, but our industry, there was no live music. I remember.
Yeah, you were restricted to like 30 people. You couldn't have live music.
So ready to get back out again.
Yeah, you could get married on a plane, but you couldn't have a registry office. You could go and have 200 people in a pub, but you couldn't have 20 people at a wedding venue.
Well, my first gig, they weren't allowed a dance floor, but they were allowed to dance. So the people were dancing round tables.
Some of the things that came out.
It's ridiculous rules.
But yeah, I was honestly, I got a little bit down because I was like, it made me realise how much I actually love performing, like being out and with people. So it was nice to. And we're back
would you say it just took off from there once you came back?
Yeah, I feel like it did then, and it's just got busier ever since. And
so you came out, hell for leather.
Somehow
came out, you're going for it. You've come out of the pandemic, boss. You're hitting it hard. So what were the things you were doing to get your work then? Let's get right to the crux of how you get your work.
Yeah. Well, it's changed over the years. Like I said, signing up for the agencies was a good thing initially. Just
to get you going.
They're sort of like top of Google or whatever. But
which ones were you using, just out of interest? Which agencies were you using?
Alive Network and Entertainment Nation. The only thing is, like, I'm definitely not slating agencies because I think it is a good way to get in there as well.
This is for weddings, right?
Yeah, for weddings. Yeah. But a big part of my, like, how I run my business now is, like, the personal element, and you don't have that with the agencies. Like, first of all, they've got a different name for me, so it's like people don't even know my name.
Yeah.
Some of them have weird names as well.
Sarah,
stage name.
Yeah, they just have different names.
So you can't find them. So they're hoping that they won't find you personally and book you personally. They want to book through the agency, so they get their commission.
Yeah, but also you can't, like, you don't have anything to do with the booking as such. So quite often they think they're getting a certain thing and I've been told something else, and not being able to build that relationship with the client because they're talking to the agency, and then you only get to speak to them like a month before. Like, I really want to talk to them way before that, and they obviously always want to, like, have a peace of mind of stuff, and they want to be able to.
You lose the control, and you lose that connection with the couple.
And the connection.
Yeah, I did one agency gig And after that, I was, I'm not doing it anymore.
Yeah.
Well, so from my point of view, I go to weddings sometimes, and the bride or the groom will say, like, well, you know, we've got a DJ coming later. Don't know who it is. Not spoke to him yet.
That I don't like.
And they're just kind of. Sometimes you get that, like, oh, I hope they turn up. Like, we've booked somebody, but we don't know who it is.
Yeah,
We never spoke to him. We just hope that we booked them through this company.
Yeah.
I'm assuming they're going to turn up.
I sometimes just find as well, maybe then they don't care as much about the gig because they don't have that connection with the couple. But, you know, that's not...
Is there any pros to it, though? Do you like it? Takes some of the admin off you and stuff.
Oh yeah, perhaps, but I don't mind all that. I like to have control over it, you know. But I think, like, just what we were saying when I first started, it was really beneficial to me. And I think sometimes I get people asking me like, "Oh, how'd you get into weddings?" So I would never slate it. I would say maybe get yourself on some of these sites. Like I'm still on Hitched as well. Do you use Hitched? Which is different because you pay to be on that one. So
Oh, do you? Maybe not then. I'm not paying for anything.
Okay. No, you can have like an unlist. You don't. Anyway.
No.
But now I'm in a fortunate position where most of my work comes like word of mouth or from Instagram, like social media. So I maybe do like a couple of your agencies.
So you started off at agencies, that got you going.
Yeah.
You quickly realised that you're losing the connection. Let's phase that out, and we're going to start getting my own work.
Yeah, exactly.
So you've got the word of mouth stuff. Yeah, so it's
Get some
website.
great videos done. That's another thing I did.
This is great.
Promo videos.
This leans into, because I can see this from your Instagram and stuff. Your brand is Daisy Kate Music. So that's your name. Your face.
That is my real name
obviously,
as well.
It's very easy because
Music.
You are, yeah. Music is my name.
Mrs. Music.
Yeah.
Miss Music.
I know some people say, "Oh, is it a stage name?" But no.
This is something that I feel I've benefited from knowing you, because you guys, as entertainers, your Instagram feed is going to be you doing that's your product, isn't it? You singing. So of course your face is there quite a lot.
Yeah.
So I feel like I know you better than I mean, I do know you, but just from seeing you online, I feel like I know you really well because I see your face all the time. I can see you singing. Most of us florists, videographers think we're not the face of it necessarily. Unless you actively put yourself there.
And that was important to make sure.
And I think that's a lesson for the rest of us, is that you guys can very easily be the face of your business and build that connection from your name and just put in clips of you singing online. The rest of us have got to work a bit harder and actively think about it and go, right, no, I need to put my face on there.
I think it's definitely good to do that. Like I always like
huge,
to see
isn't it?
Videographers and photographers, like if you've got like a pinned post of you, who you are.
Yeah,
so
we were trying to find someone before.
We had the moment before in there. So I've just done a gig in Ireland, and
look great.
So I was having a chat to the video guys, and they knew Adam. It was like from his YouTube, and then they'd heard of that. We've got a course together and stuff like that, which was dead interesting chatting to them. So Adam around, he said, "Oh, the guys knew you from the gig." "Oh, who was it?" "Oh, they were called Soul something or other." So we got up their Instagram, and it's just little squares of just videos and names of couples, and he was like this. I can't see him. Where are they?
Yeah.
Because I just wanted to put. I was like, oh, if I see the face, I might recognise them, know who you're talking about, and I just couldn't find a picture of him. I was like,
yeah.
No.
I'm always like unsure actually. Like yesterday, I did a post on Instagram, and the main thing was a review and a picture of my couple, because I want to interchange bits of them as well as just me. I don't always like it to just be
balance.
me.
Yeah,
I like the balance, but then I feel like the singing videos of me always like I'm not actually bothered about how they perform and stuff. I think it's important to have real couples and real weddings on there as well.
Absolutely, and it's a balance, isn't
much
it?
To share, to be honest, over the summer, like
70-30
content to share. Yeah,
70-30 weddings and stuff, and then 30% of you doing your, people want to get that connection with you then.
But I think brides and grooms, especially for music and your kind of services, they want to be able to see and hear you. Like,
they definitely want to just listen, don't they?
I think
just want to...
a lot of people that book bands have seen that band in a bar that they like going to in Manchester or.
Well, I've got to give you an example of this then. So because I've been judging the wedding awards, and whichever region it was, I can't remember. I went onto the platform and I had to judge this sort of group of people. And there's this one guy, and he looked really good. And I looked at all his Instagram, and looked at stuff. I thought, this guy looks really good. And he did a video for the judges.
Did he?
And I was expecting this like charismatic, fun. I was like, "Hi guys, yeah, I was starting in music because I like this." I was like, "What the? You've just killed me!"
Yeah, really.
I was just like, I'm so excited to hear you talk about your excitement about what you do and stuff. And so Yeah, so it's important to show yourself.
I bet that's, in principle, that's a really good idea to make a little video for the
Many people
judges.
do that. I thought about that.
So for me, if somebody makes a video specifically for the judges, this is something to bear in mind. Anybody watching going in the Wedding Awards, make a video for the judges, but just make it an engaging video.
Yeah.
And
how do you make it engaging?
And it was very, very good.
Hire a videographer to edit it for you.
Yeah, but it just he was mumbling, and he came across really boring. I thought I won't want him on my wedding, even though he's really good at what he did. Yeah, it was great. His music was tight. But he just seemed boring. I thought, So when you show yourself, show yourself how you think your couples want to be seen. Fun. You're gonna certainly as an entertainer, you want. Are people going to be entertained by this guy? I'm not really talking like that. Hello, everybody.
What is the strategy behind your posting then? Do you have a specific type of
Daisy Kate's social media strategy coming right up.
Oh my gosh, this is like a question that I feared, to be honest, because I don't think I'm an expert by any means.
We're all winging it, don't worry.
Yeah. So, like I just said, I've been really busy. I've got a lot of things that I want to post. It's just finding the time to do it because I've got so many videos. I always try and set up tripods and whatnot. And I've still got some professional videos that I've had done to share as well. Oh, what is my strategy? Try and keep it often, but not every day. Because I feel like sometimes when I see people post them every time, I'm like, this is a bit boring now. Try and post once a week at least, and then I'm really good with my stories on the day actually, so I'll always try and post at least a little snippet or of the wedding or whatnot. I always post my gig dates. People always ask me about that, so this is something that I think has helped me as well. I still do public gigs. I don't do as many, especially during wedding season, but I play in venues and stuff, Cheshire, Manchester, and couples that have booked me might come and see me beforehand. People that are thinking about booking me, they might come and see me. Couples whose weddings I've done already and I've got a good relationship with them, they'll come on a date night and come see me. So I think I always maintain that every month because people always check, but it's also
in these posts it's good because you put all your dates up and it's
sometimes I'm a bit
because I look at that as a supplier. I look at your dates and go, I wonder if she's on my wedding next weekend.
People, I always think that I'm like, do people actually look? But then if I don't do it, like, when are you going to post your dates? And I'll always get at least one couple come to a gig, which is nice because I can chat to them beforehand about the wedding, or or like I say, if I've had the most amazing day with a couple, and you feel a bit sad at the end of it, like,
how nice that you to go on a date night though.
And then I'll be like, I'll play your wedding song for you.
I think that's a really good piece of advice for certainly musicians and singers. To be going out doing all the work, because that other work is what leads to weddings.
Exactly.
I used to do bars and restaurants years ago. I don't do any.
The other week I went to my couple's house and just started filming them from the bushes in the back garden.
Sounds a bit odd.
I didn't really.
Well, I have a lot of couples that come here and ask about the night time. Oh, we're actually going to go and see a band play in a pub next week, and we've got 2 or 3 different bands that we're going to go and watch. And then they'll make the decision then when they go and see them play. So I think going out and being active is really important for me.
I only joke about that because I can't do that.
You can't. No,
exactly.
I wish there was something that I could offer afterwards to keep them.
That's what I mean. I think that's maybe why I don't post as many videos, because I'm like, you can come see me live and that's better than a video. But well, not maybe they might not like it. That's fine. But I just did a wedding in July in Mallorca. Incredible. They saw me play in the Northern Quarter in Manchester literally 4 years ago on one of their first dates. So it's crazy how you don't actually know if you're getting any work, but they might just follow you from that one gig. They've had a good night out, they've seen the music.
But this is why it's good to keep up your public gigs as well, isn't
You're creating the memories for people. Exactly. Like, say if they're on a first date and it's like, we could get that girl when we first met to our wedding, that'd be so personal to us.
So lovely. Yeah, that does happen. So it's
you should use that, because you could target the groom and be like, if you want to really impress your missus, book me for your wedding.
If you've seen us, don't tell her. Fair enough.
Oh, someone booked me as a surprise for their birthday party. I'd had them at the wedding. It was miles away, actually. It was and my car broke down on the way, but that's another story. But I was a surprise for his birthday party, and I'd played at their wedding. Oh, and I was a surprise for the wedding. Sorry. He'd booked me as a surprise for her for the wedding, and then she booked me as a surprise for his birthday party. And it was
cool.
Nice. It was lovely.
So I always wonder what after the wedding, how can you still capitalise and stuff? And that's it, isn't it? If you are somebody who goes out and does public gigs, then you can be booked for things like that.
I also think as well, like keeping a good relationship. I know we all say it, but keeping a good relationship with your brides and grooms. Like I've been booked for like baby showers when they're having a baby, or like birthday party, anniversary parties, or like their family might book me because I've like made an effort to get to know the family on the day and stuff like that as well. So yeah, I feel like there's always opportunity for like repeat
That's
work.
where social media comes in, isn't it?
It's easy to say, but we all like let it fall by the wayside because you could actively be just keeping up on social media, follow them and comment on their life updates, years later, because you do it does fizzle out if you let it, and it's easy in theory, but actually doing it can be beneficial.
No, exactly.
Yeah, I think someone was talking today about video, and they're saying there's so many like average videographers, but the ones that are doing all the social media all the time are getting all the work, even though they're really not on the merit of the work, just in the fact they're on social media all the time and people are connecting to them. So yeah, you're going to be losing out unless you keeping that consistency going on.
Anyone that has the people that do the content for them, or does everyone do their own? Because this is something I'd potentially consider from like a time management point
Having
of view.
someone to do your socials when you're on gigs.
However, and like, but then also then you lose like the personal element of it. So I'm not sure, but just to keep, because I sometimes honestly feel like my posting is not enough or not as the quality that I want it to be. But yeah, do you
outsource the whole thing, all of it?
I don't know. This is a question. This is what you're saying about social media.
Leap. It's a big leap there. I suppose you do that, Adam, with like behind the scenes kind of stuff. That's your way of getting that type of content.
Well, yeah, but
because otherwise no one's filming you.
Yeah, I have someone film my behind the scenes, and nowadays you can use the Meta glasses and you can set up a tripod, and because I've seen musicians
some of them
put a phone on a tripod and just hit record and then do their set and then use that as content. So you can do it yourself, but I just think the production value is a lot better if I have someone filming me and Definitely. I can still be free to do my thing, knowing that there's someone there holding the camera and I can point to it and go, come here, this is what I'm doing now.
I've got to tell you what I saw at the weekend. So the wedding that I did, I had my own personal videographer on that wedding because one of the ushers turned up with a headband with a GoPro. And he was there just filming it, and he said, right, I'm going to be your video guy for the day. So every time I was doing something with the crowd, I was like, Josh, you're up. And he ran over like, go Andy.
That's amazing.
It was so good. But you get it, but you get it from those different angles then. So I can't wait to see what he's got.
When's that coming back?
Yeah, I hope soon.
It's funny hearing you talk about that because I don't do anywhere near enough on socials, and I look to someone like you. To me, it seems like you're doing really well, and you seem really busy with it. And
it's funny,
like looks and that's it. It's that imposter syndrome, isn't it? Because I look at you and just think, oh, she's doing. I need to step up my game. Really? She's posting loads, and it always looks dead like energetic, and it looks like I'm like, well, I can see why she's busy because she's posting really good stuff on Instagram all the time. Wow. And then you say that, and I'm like, oh no, mate, we are all just kind of
we're all our own worst critic, aren't we?
We're all winging it,
yeah.
And everyone feels like they're not doing enough because the answer is, it doesn't matter who you. I don't care who you are. You probably none of us are doing enough. Like I don't think there's anyone in the world that's doing enough.
Are self-employed
when it comes to social media.
Yeah, when you're in your own business, on your own, you've sort of got something in you where you like. I get like productivity guilt. I'm like, I need to be doing more. Because you're always no one's going to do the work for you, so you're always like, like, how can I do more? So it's nice to hear that. To be fair, because I'm always like,
that's a good turn of phrase.
Yeah, I get that
because that's exactly what it is.
Yeah, because if you have a day off, like everyone has.
I've not done enough today.
Working week, they have Saturday, Sunday off, and they don't do anything. Whereas like a Monday should be a day off. I was like, right, what can I do today to help my business?
I've
or
got
like,
a backlog of weddings.
Have I got to
probably
do?
same as you, where I think
and there's always prep for weddings, So yeah, productivity guilt, it's a real thing. But work-life balance is also really important, which is something I am trying to work on as well.
I think it's kind of impossible. This is why I think you really need to love your work that you do.
Yeah.
So it doesn't. Because you can't really get the balance, really, if you really want to be striving and succeeding.
Yeah.
You've got to try and get a little bit...
There's periods where you've got to sacrifice the balance, isn't there? But it depends. This is going to look different for everyone, because I love working. So sometimes I would rather be working than doing some.
Yeah, well, you don't really need the balance then, do you? Because you actually
relaxing.
really enjoy what you do, you know.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you love the work, but does the editing side of it, is that when it's like...
Well, I'm constantly, like this time of year, I constantly feel guilty that I've got loads to do.
Yeah.
And I'm chipping away at it, but it's always there. But it doesn't like make me feel like disillusioned with it or anything.
Yeah.
I still enjoy
I
it.
actually love I'm constantly grateful, very grateful to do this for a job, but sometimes, like you say about sacrifices, like I've missed out on loads of things. I miss out on like a lot of events.
Oh, you do, yeah, because you're gigging out.
Because I'm always gigging, and
Yeah, it's weekends and it's late nights for you.
and it's
a lot
weekends
of
and
the
it's
time
late
for bar
nights.
work and stuff.
And so
isn't it?
if I didn't love it, I wouldn't do it for that reason. But yeah, I mean, December, for example, one year I think it was 2 years ago, I did 31 gigs in December, which is wild actually to think about it. So I've capped it this year and I'm doing less because I want to do some things with my family and friends and stuff.
Oh, you make me feel so bad.
No, what do you mean?
I think I got like 4 gigs in December.
Oh, sorry.
I did one year. I did 20 gigs in December. One year.
Sorry, it wasn't coming from like a showy offy point of view.
No, it's all right.
I
No,
was
of
just
course
saying,
not.
like,
Pull your finger out, Howard.
Remember, I don't have kids, and like, you know, I was saving for a house at this point as well, so I was just like, I do every single gig that you can possibly do. I was really burnt out and I didn't have any fun, so you know.
You got it, yeah. In that respect, you got to get a bit of the balance, yeah. Certainly, if you're doing 4, 5, 6 gigs on the trot and your voice is like,
no, exactly. Well, that's the other thing, looking after yourself. Like, I'm very good at like being healthy and looking after yourself, but yeah. I was quite poorly this weekend, to be fair, because I was a bit run down. No one would have known that I was poorly, but
I've been there.
Yeah.
I've been there.
Johnny Draper came up to me. He's like, "Are you like a bit more sick than you're letting on?" I was like, "Maybe, but no one's gonna know. It's fine."
Yeah,
You
we've
put
all
your
been
hat
there.
on, and yeah, you can't really have when you're self-employed.
This is
you can't really
something
have
I didn't
sick
think I
days
was-
or bad days, can you? You just
No, I didn't think I was going to ask you about this, but this is relevant. Like,
Yeah.
you're talking about keeping fit and staying healthy.
Yeah.
Like, obviously you guys have got your voice and stuff.
yeah, it's
But,
really important.
I've like going to the gym and things like, you know, just actually keeping fit so that you can turn up to a wedding and
yeah,
prance around and do your leaps and stuff.
Dead important to me. I train 3 or 4 times a week.
Really, you've got a responsibility to keep healthy, to be at your optimum for the work to be at its best, haven't you?
yeah. Honestly, it's huge. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's huge for me. Like, yeah, you gotta have good stamina, and also keeping your immunity up. That's why I'm like trying to be really healthy with my food and stuff like that as well. But yeah, it's long days, long nights, and
I mean, I just float around all day. I
Everything.
don't really do anything
And
strenuous. But
being like, yeah, and also I'll try and like hit the gym before a wedding if I can, because then I'm like even more my endorphins are, like,
on the wedding day,
I'm running for
Yeah,
like
that's
to
good.
perform and be
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
no, sometimes, yeah. I mean, again, I'm not trying to be all like, oh, look at me, like obviously sometimes not.
No, it's
but I
good
try
learning
and
your
keep-
strategies and things that you do. I mean, I don't do any training on a wedding day. I'd probably do something the day before. I saw someone
Yeah.
on stage the other day saying that.
it does invigorate you though, doesn't it? Like,
Definitely,
you
yeah.
know, I like to
If I
get
got time, I'll
in the
try.
gym in the morning, and then those days I'm much more productive when I get home, and because you're pumped up. And
Yeah.
I heard
Good
a
for my
guy
mental.
Yeah,
giving
yeah.
some
definitely
advice.
helps.
It was a public professional speaker, and he was saying somebody that he knows does about 100 press-ups before he goes on stage.
Yeah.
To
just pumps your blood,
release,
doesn't it?
well, he said one of them was to release the adrenaline, because you could be so pumped up with adrenaline before you to release it, and also get your heart pumping and just get you in the zone. I'm never going to do do but I just thought it's an interesting
Do it
theory, isn't it?
So even if I wanted to.
But mentally is a big one.
Yeah, I
'Cause-
think because like we just said then about not having a bad day. I mean, you'd never take a bad day or to work anyway. But if you're feeling mentally like, you know, good, you're gonna perform better, and also the in between bits as well of like, oh, I'm feeling really good today, so I'm gonna go and chat to them, and I'm gonna get some song requests from them. I'm gonna make a really big effort with everyone.
You just have to get on
I'm
and
in
do
a
it.
good, you're in
Yeah.
a good mood because you want to be like part of you want to seem like you know, people probably say to you, like, oh, do you know the bride and groom? Like, you seem like you're really good mates with them. And I think that's
Yeah, that's
nice.
a real compliment when you get that, isn't
It's
it?
such a
'Cause
compliment.
Like, oh, I don't actually
Yeah.
know them, but I'm
I,
glad it comes
really,
across
yeah.
like that.
And people think that we've
exactly.
set things up. Oh, have you practiced that with them?
Yeah.
No, it's all
Yeah.
a bit of pre-planning maybe, but no, it's
Oh, no,
everything's
I
off
love
the cuff.
watching you do your thing.
So you touched on, obviously it's at this time of year, Christmas coming up and stuff, you do a lot of other non-wedding gigs and stuff, do you?
Yes.
How did you kind of Does your weddings lean into that, or how does that work come about? Is the crossover where the commercial stuff gets your weddings, or the weddings get you the commercial stuff?
Yeah, it's difficult to know, really.
I'm saying both ways there.
Well, there'll be loads of people listening that like to do a bit of both, that like to get commercial work. Obviously, we don't, but like...
I do a fair bit of corporate work. A lot of it is repeat work, or like, for example, I'm doing an event at the beginning of December, a bride, and she owns a company, and I'm doing her corporate event. So actually,
there you go. So, yeah.
I think that it does.
Yeah.
Like, I did a gig, a wedding the other day, and the groom was like, "I want you to come do my company party." So yeah.
I think especially the sort of level of weddings that we are used to going to, a lot of the couples or their families will be sort of businessy,
family members,
or work for big companies, or they have those certain sort of lifestyles and jobs where it does lean towards like their own business. They're self-employed, they've got their own businesses, or work for companies or something.
Yeah, exactly. So corporate work as well, but I mean, it's definitely not as fun as weddings. You definitely don't get as involved with people. You're a bit more backgroundy. How do you deal with corporate?
I don't do corporates anymore.
No, you don't.
But I use exactly like Adam said. I do weddings, and I mean, I used to do one for the post office. I used to do that every year for a few years. That
actual post, the national post office.
Yeah, I used to do their corporate gigs at Christmas time.
Did you?
And they were really, really good. And so yeah. But
did you always deliver
from doing weddings? I always delivered.
That's a good one.
They always came. Fucking hell. They always came around from doing weddings though, and then I used to get a lot of corporate work from doing weddings, but I stopped all that. That's just a personal thing.
Put your own stamp on it.
Put my own stamp on it.
So I'm
Okay. I'm thinking as we're going. I've got nothing else.
Right. So, wedding work. What would you say was the number one thing that gets you your wedding work? Your number one, and we've talked about a few already. What's your number one? So, is it recommendations? Is it the social media? Is it you're being on people's, I don't know, blogs or whatever, or like you're in Hitched and what's the number one thing?
Yeah, I don't think it's a bit difficult. Sometimes people will say they'll email you and they say, "I've seen you play here," but other times it's just like, "Oh, are you free?" So you don't actually know where it's come from. I couldn't tell you exactly where all the inquiries come from, but
do you not ask them on your web form?
That I shouldn't I really?
Yeah, it's really important.
It's good data, yeah. Do you have a CRM or anything like that?
I've got a booking form, but it's just like your name, email, date, and
yeah. So you don't use like a Dubsado or one of those?
No, I don't.
That was one of the really key things.
They can obviously, if you go through a CRM, that generates the data for you. But because I don't use one, so I ask people where they found me.
Yeah,
it's a question on the inquiry form.
I usually ask them if they book and have a call.
But you can get a rough idea anyway.
Yeah,
I like to know first where they've seen me or found me, so I can almost tailor my approach to them, knowing where they found me from. That makes sense.
So I do think it's probably 50-50 recommendations.
Yep.
And Instagram, because quite often I'll get follows and then messages on Instagram.
Are you on TikTok as well?
Should be. Am I too old? I don't know. I'm actually thinking about...
The answer to that is no.
Sorry. Okay, so I wonder whether I will still be able to do this at 50.
So I thought the same when I was 30, but wonder if I'm doing it when I'm 40. When I'm 40, I wonder if I'm doing it when I'm 50. Now I'm thinking, now I'm 50, I wonder if I'm going to be doing it if I'm 70.
You'll still be doing it. I don't know if I will be able to get away with it.
Well, you're not...
Yeah, but people always book, so I'm not going to say no.
I know. That's
you enjoy it so much.
Well, I don't know.
Obviously, you're not. The answer is you're not. That without finding out how old you are, you're not too old for TikTok because everyone's on TikTok.
You can say how old I am. It's fine.
It's. I feel like I think this. I'm like, TikTok's maybe. And
Are you on TikTok?
I am, but I don't do it. I don't do anything with it. And the usual kind of conception is that. It's for kids and stuff, but we've got to change that because it's not. It's really aged up and everyone's on it now.
Gary Vee would be turning in his grave if he was
you're
dead.
definitely not. Don't matter how old you are, you're not too old for TikTok. But I just wondered if you were using it.
People are really busy. Honestly, it's something
either.
I wanted to use because not because I'm not bothered about like the views and stuff like that, but I have seen that it has been like hugely successful for certain people. You know, Harmony Wedding Duo. Do you know the two girls? If you don't know if you've worked with them.
Yeah, I think they were in the Wedding Awards this year.
Yes.
Pretty sure they were.
I think they might have run it. I mean, the regional, but I've not seen yet. But they've got loads and loads of subscribers and views, and they get loads of like,
TikTok.
And all they do is,
moments.
hi, we're at a wedding today,
So-
and now we're singing, but they're having a bit of banter with each other. It's a bit very
they're
girly
really
and
good.
stuff.
They're really good at like talking to the camera and stuff. That's what I was saying to you guys before. I'm
Yeah.
not with that. I'm too shy.
But I going the other way, as we touched on the shelf life thing, I think about this even as video. Like, am I going to still be able to go out the same when I'm 50?
Yeah.
And will young 25 to 30-year-old couples want to book a 50-year-old videographer? I don't know. I'm going to try. Like,
they want to go for experience. I also don't know the answer, and it just worries me a bit. But I'm not going to want to think about it.
I think about it, and I think about keeping fit and trying to stay youthful and trying to stay on top of, like, you know, what the cool kids are saying. I sound old now. But by the time I'm that age and my kids are 18, hopefully they'll be able to keep me in the loop with what you're supposed to say.
Well,
Because
I want to.
you got to stay relevant. No,
Ridiculous.
genuinely, you need to stay relevant. I think is the key, because obviously at this age we're at now, because we're a similar age, we're on a wavelength with typical target audience, brides and grooms. Which I think is a plus point. Especially, I've just got married, so I'm just like, I've just been there where you are. It's dead exciting,
well,
isn't it?
it's really nice.
But as you
My
get
friends
older,
are getting married
you're
now,
not
and I
as
can help
it's
them.
not as easy to connect with them, is it?
That was always a fear for me, thinking as I get older, I'm still going to get them couples in the 20s, and it's not made a blind bit
But Howard's
difference.
like
they
a
love you,
16-year-old
everyone
at
loves
heart,
you.
though, isn't he? I think that's the key, is to stay as
maybe.
bouncy and as energetic.
But yeah,
Yeah,
let's
and
let's
I'm
just try
hoping
and
I'm
stay
not
as
looking
youthful as possible.
my age, but
Yeah.
Shall we?
Collagen.
What else? Just strength training. That's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sounds so boring.
Just to go back to the
But yeah,
Instagram stuff, and because we've touched on like your corporate gigs at this time of year, I'm just wondering if you change any
I want to see
The
these
w-
questions.
way you're posting throughout the year, because as we get quieter wedding wise, you guys can pick up a bit of commercial work for Christmas events. I mean, I could as well, I suppose, because I could.
I'm planning on being so much better with socials.
Do you
now.
change your socials throughout the year, like seasonally?
I feel like when
Depending on what
January,
you're trying to
February comes, so not a rebrand, but you do a big marketing push on
Finally got time to post all that content.
There's so much content that I want to post, but I just hadn't had a chance. So I'll just be better with that. Like, I've got a lot of reels that I want to make, and posting reviews. That's really nice as well. So
Yeah, that's good, because a lot of people you don't see many people posting their reviews as an Instagram post, but actually
Yeah.
they can be really effective, can't they? I think.
Really?
I see you put yours.
have someone do a voice note, or they send you a voice note, and then you've made that into a video. That was
I've done
amazing. I
that.
love
Yeah.
that.
yeah,
Oh, I've
You
both
did
done that.
that.
a few times.
I
Yeah,
might copy that.
I asked quite a
right?
lot of my couples to do it, but not
Do
many
you?
of them do.
I feel like
a
it's
lot of them
quite-
say they'll do it and they
Yeah.
don't send it, and I love it when I get that. 'cause
You've
it's
done
adds
this
so
when you've
much
got your
more.
footage, but obviously as the videographer, I can just put their wedding footage over the top of the voiceover, and it
Yeah.
looks really nice and professional.
It's really nice.
And it's just a voice note of them on the phone saying how great it was.
Yeah.
And then I can put the footage. So when the bride's going, you've captured this moment of me and my nan, and I can put that over the top, and that's really powerful.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
you've
I
always
think
said this
that's
to me.
lovely.
The voice, the voice notes and the video testimonials are way more powerful
It's
than
more
the written
engaging,
one.
and then, just because people are flicking through so much, aren't they? They don't want to go through like loads of photos and like read loads of. I always post my reviews on my story, and I wonder how many people actually read them. But I think prospective brides and grooms will read them, and my mum will read them.
So if you've got a bit of footage from a wedding you've done, hook up with them after. Could you send me a little voice note of a little voice note testimonial, and then because you've got the footage,
who would do
you
it.
can put that over the top of your footage and put it as a little post. So much more powerful.
They always push as well, because you've asked them to do it. So because they've loved you and they're happy with you. When you ask them, they're like, let's really try and like make it sound as good as possible. You know, like they really make the effort to make it sound.
Exactly.
over
I
the
got
top.
I got a booking from that video that I put on Insta because of what that person said. She said something about I did the sister's wedding 8 years ago and we knew there and then we wanted you for ours, and someone said, I heard it say that, and instantly I thought, wow, all them years ago they knew straight away that they wanted you for their wedding. Yeah, it must be good. And so and they told me we listened to that and we thought, we've got to go and see this guy.
No,
And yeah, so they did, and they got the booking. It was great.
That's where you need to find out how people found you, because this stuff's great to know.
Yeah. Okay. I actually could just change the thing on my
just add a
booking
question.
You're in
form
booking
on
form.
my
Just
website.
put where have you found me.
Yeah. I will. Okay, thanks, guys. Thanks
Wedding
for the
awards.
advice.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Oh, I want to talk about
awards.
wedding awards because
Wedding
we
awards.
love the wedding awards.
And we're currently sat here with the current UK's national winner of the entertainer or whatever your category is.
Musical act.
Wild. Thank you. It actually feels crazy like that was nearly a year ago now.
Yeah.
Did you not want to go in it again this year because you won it last year?
No, it wasn't that at all. It was just busy time.
Not fancy retaining your crown. No, I've done it now.
No, yeah, that's what I mean. It's not like that at all. It's just, I'm away in January and
it's a lot of.
It's quite a lot. But
spoke about this. There's a lot of work
we
to
did
enter,
speak about
isn't it?
that, but yeah, it was honestly.
It's a positive experience.
It is a great experience. I would recommend anyone doing it. I would potentially do it again, but didn't think that I was going to win at all. All my family came down to London with me. We had the best night ever. Me and my sister were dancing in Sarah.
I saw that. I saw you having the best time ever.
Yeah, it was great. I know. Yeah, it was like
we were there together.
Saw you in London. I was like, oh, did
I think we had a bit of time together on the dance floor later on.
Yeah, we did.
I met your sister and stuff. And
yeah, my sister.
it seemed like you were having a good time.
Is an actual dancer. I probably would have been embarrassed of myself, but my little sister is actually a professional dancer. So
it's such a buzz, isn't it?
It's such a buzz. And the thing for me, I know you've won it as well. You've both won it. So the client feedback for me was just really emotional, and also I feel like you were sort of on this whole like not hamster wheel. That's kind of like the wrong word to use, but you're
on your own train, aren't you? Yeah,
and you're like. You don't think about it, you just like work really, really hard, try and put everything into every single wedding that you do. Like, I really do try and do that, you know, like have a good relationship with all my couples, give 110% on the day. And then to win that award, it was kind of like, oh, hard work does pay off. And, you know, it felt really good.
Yeah, it's not often you get
it felt really
the pat
good.
on the back that you probably deserve. And then you get all that and it's like really overwhelming. I've sat in bed reading them
overwhelming.
every year when they come in and you're crying your eyes out. And you're like, oh.
Exactly.
Maybe I am good at what I do.
Yeah, no, it is. It was a bit of like but
don't get ahead of yourself. All right, got to stay grounded.
Yeah, no, I was going to say the next week you get an inquiry saying how much. Nah, all right, thanks, and it soon brings you back down to earth.
It is, you know, things like that. It's just annoying, isn't it? Because you do a gig and like everyone's like raving, like, oh my god, and then that's gone then. Yeah. And it's like, oh, I've not got as many bookings this year. And it's like.
Do you find?
I thought I'm the best thing since, like, you know what I mean?
Because you got to get the adrenaline that you guys must get from you performing and people feeding off your performance. And I always see this with you: people love you on the day, and then you go. I go home like I'm amazing, and then I get home and I'm soon brought back down to earth because Jake's just like, don't care, shut up.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I like get.
I'm mint. I've nailed today. It's been the best day ever.
Aren't I good?
So full of it, and the couple love me, and I got this. Yeah, I'm great. I'm a big deal.
I wish I could explain to people how it's gone on the day, but
you try and tell
no one really cares.
Your mates outside of weddings, just like, I'm actually, I've got a podcast that people know me.
No, they don't care.
They don't give a damn.
Oh, mate, first thing Sam asked me to do when I got back from Ireland, bins need to go out. The bins out.
Yeah.
Hey, someone's got to do it.
What a topsy-turvy life we lead.
But yeah, when I drive home from a wedding, sometimes just sit in silence, or I put classical music on because I'm just like, I need to come down from this like big high.
Yeah, it's a roller coaster.
Like, yeah.
I fell asleep outside the back of my garage that many times when I've got back from a gig. And I've just sat there.
On the drive, I fall asleep in the car parked up all the time.
Especially when I've got so much equipment. If I've got all my equipment, like speakers and the piano and the guitar, and I've like loaded it, I've lugged it around all day, and then I get home and it's really late, and I do the same. I just sit in my car like, I really don't.
I've just got back. I'll get out in a minute. And you just flick through your phone, and then you just go. I've done it loads.
No, that's the bit people don't see, though, isn't it? You know, the in between bits. I wish people could see that. It's not just showing up.
My ring doorbell goes off at 1 a.m, and the next day Jade's like, "Did you fall asleep in your car again? Because you only came in at 1 o'clock, and I know you weren't."
Oh my god!
Back that late because I heard the car pull up, and then I saw the ring doorbell at 1 a.m. She's like, "You fell asleep in your car, didn't you?"
This is what annoys me when a couple inquire and they say, how much do you charge per hour? It's like, oh my, if they only knew what a wedding day entails.
Well, I mean, you can't charge them for the hours you're sleeping in your car at the end of the night, really.
But you're right, there's so many more, and also there are hours of prep as well, which I always put a lot of effort into because I always like learn new songs for people. And
we're fair enough.
You're not paying for an hour, you're paying for my 20 years experience to give you an amazing experience.
The wedding awards, winning the national in particular, has it got your bookings? what happened after
I think so,
January.
yeah.
She won't know because she doesn't ask them where they get the bookings from.
I certainly think. Well, I mean, the inquiries have been like sort of steady since then. Maybe they went up a little bit, but I think for me, it's a really great like badge of honor, and like if people go on, it's on my website, it's on my Instagram at the top, it's on my brochure at the top, and it's obviously it looks good for prospective couples, so even if they haven't didn't see me on the TWIA website or whatever, if they found me and they see that, that's like, oh wow, she's got that
extra, yeah.
Have you found it's helped with other suppliers and stuff? Because I found when I won it, like I got loads of planners getting in touch in venues and stuff saying. Like, would you be interested in like doing videos here?
Yeah.
So it's not just couples. It's like because like for us, I think planners look at it and go, okay, they've won. Like maybe I'll look at them for my next one.
Yeah, definitely.
We've asked people what they've done when they've won the wedding awards, and we always ask the price question. And we get a lot of them say, oh yeah, immediately increase my price. As soon as I won it, I doubled my price. And
you've done that?
I didn't double them. No,
after you won it?
Everyone's always on to me about putting my prices up. I did put them up a bit, but I don't want to be extreme to the point where I'm like pricing myself out of. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, for your clients that you get.
Yeah, like I feel like I'm fair, but I maybe was undercharging a little bit before. But like I say, I don't want to be like greedy. I don't know if that's the thing. Or I struggle with pricing myself, because when you're pricing yourself, it's quite difficult, isn't it? But at the end of the day, providing a service that you put a lot of time into. So.
Yeah.
Do people always say that they put their prices up then when they win?
Generally, but across the board, I think.
I think it's a good measure.
If you're gonna do it, if you're gonna do it, maybe that is the time. You've just springboarded off. You've had you've won the national. You're going into a new year. You're going to get new eyeballs on you potentially as well, thinking, wow.
Yeah, and you can trial it, and if it doesn't work, you can always come back. I just think that everyone always thinks, in the industry, this is like fellow suppliers, everyone's always expecting you to keep putting your prices up all the time, and if you're not charging this much, then but it's different for everyone's personal circumstance. And
you put them up
I put my prices down a little bit this year.
Look at Damo. I always joke with Damo about not charging enough because of how good he is, but he just loves what he does.
He's out there, he's so busy, he's out there all the time. He loves what
he's happy.
But don't forget, he's got no wife, no kids.
Yeah, so it's different for everybody.
He's not got much other responsibilities outside of the work.
And you don't have to answer to anyone in terms of what you charge. You charge whatever you want.
I think it's a good indicator of like how many people come back and say yes. Like you're not going to get if every single person is saying yes, we're going to book you. You're probably not charging enough. You're probably undercharging. Yeah. And so if you're getting like a good amount,
I think like
you're probably right in the middle.
Sort of 10-20% turnover.
It's just testing, isn't it?
Good. Yeah. I'm like 10% conversion rate, so like 10 inquiries, one a book.
But yeah, I mean, it's always better, isn't it?
We need to up them. They're rookie numbers, man.
No, I think that's a good. I think that means that I'm probably charging a good amount that's a bit more premium for most people, but then the one that does book it are willing to pay for it, and you get the nice weddings. And I know that as long as I can generate those inquiries, then I'll get a few bookings a month, and that's all I need.
Yeah, you don't want to price yourself out of all the markets, but you definitely want to price yourself out of maybe certain markets. So absolutely,
that's the difficult one, isn't it? But I do feel like I can be a bit more selective now. Especially at the beginning, I was driving. I had my car for 3 years. I did like 76,000 miles or something. Like I was doing so many. So now it's nice to be able to, say, okay, I'm not going to travel so far now. And
you spend more time driving than performing, don't you? Exactly, as a singer. Yeah. Well, I know anybody in the wedding industry, I imagine.
Yeah.
Apart from Johnny Draper, he gets his gigs as close to where he lives as possible, and just market to those venues, so he doesn't have to go anywhere.
I saw him on Sunday.
Very wise.
He does. He could do duets with you as well.
He's done duets with me. Such a tart.
100%. Johnny doesn't listen to our podcast, but he gets mentioned every. Howard brings him up pretty much every episode.
I did say that to him. I was like, "Have you listened to it?"
He won't listen to us.
He was like, "I was like, have you listened to yours?" He was like, "No, I was there. Why would I want to listen to that?"
He's the most frustrating singer you'll ever meet. But it's brilliant, and don't you love it when the suppliers get involved and stuff?
It's so nice, and the couples say it when all the suppliers know each other and stuff. It creates a lovely vibe on the day.
I love it. I always try and talk my couples.
You two done gigs together before?
Yeah.
Have you got each other up? Have you got each other up?
No, because Daisy's. If I'm there, Daisy does the drinks.
Yeah, but would you not grab him and just be like, Howard, come do this song with me?
Next time, grab me.
All right, well.
Grab me.
I feel like that'd be like the Avengers crossing over. It'd be good.
But I think that was
People
good.
would
I
like
did
that.
ceremony, drinks, reception, sort of building it a little bit with a bit more children. Then you went in and just elevated it. That was a good mix.
I love it when there's somebody on the drinks on my weddings because it almost kind of sets it up for me. And then I think bands at night, they're like, how was it?
Yeah, because you're already in that
It builds
place
it up
of
for them.
live
I
music.
think if I was having a wedding, I would definitely, I'd have it all day. I know I sound biased because I'm a wedding musician, but I
Live
would
music
have
all
live
day.
music for each part of the day, 100%. It makes a huge difference. If
It
you
does.
can-
It
if
does
can-
even
if
for
it
me
fits
because
within
like
the budget,
it's
you know.
the weddings and the atmosphere in terms of content is so much better when they've got
Oh, right,
music
yeah.
throughout the day because
Yeah,
I
yeah.
get loads of bonus stuff. Everyone's enjoying themselves.
Yeah, exactly.
It just
So it helps me as well.
that they had an Irish band on at the wedding, so after me at night, and I just sat and watched them. I just fucking loved it.
Yeah, so fun.
Everybody loved it. The proper Irish jig music was on. The bride was a professional dancer. She was doing the Irish dancing and extra little things that make their memories.
Yeah, so great.
And
Love an Irish wedding.
yeah, I mean, I love DJs and everything, but that was just I think live music all the way through the day.
I always like it when they
All
say,
through the day.
when a couple say to me that they've got Irish family, because I'm like, yes, I'll bring out the Irish set list because it really gets people going. I don't know if you do any Irish stuff,
No.
but
Should
but you should.
should do like Galway Girl or something.
Yeah,
Well,
tell my mum, all
I
that
probably-
type of stuff gets people dancing.
Yeah, they didn't ask for it at this wedding, mainly because they'd all 90% was from the UK. And
Yeah.
from like Burnley and Blackburn and Preston, and so they're quite down to earth. And I never got any requests for any Irish stuff, which I would have done if they'd have asked me.
Gavin
Yeah.
Jones does it. He did the Galway Girl song. I like that song. Gavin Jones would do it. You, at the start, you touched on your Spanish
Oh yeah.
background, and you're also this, as you said, in this summer went to Mallorca and stuff. So how's the Spanish
Yeah. Well.
fed into?
Yeah. So. Well, I mean.
Because you teased it. I want to know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I have had like a Spanish set list on when I send my set list over. I've always had that. Some people ask for it. Mainly they don't. But because I've done a couple
Bit of
of
Shakira.
Gypsy Kings. No, Bamba.
You do that one. Bambaleo. Bambaleo. It's not very Spanish, is it? So, yeah, but basically I've done 2 weddings in Spain this summer, and it's just helped me so much with the suppliers, like being able to speak Spanish to them, because quite a lot of them didn't speak
Did you find
English.
that
just like helping it run smoothly?
was that
And
anything to
really
do
made
with-
me feel so like accomplished, like, oh, my degree's my student debt's actually like
coming in.
something.
Yeah.
But no, so
So did you get those gigs because you could speak Spanish?
no,
or?
it was
All
just
right,
like
okay.
it was just
Happy
how
coincidence.
Just
but like
helped out.
the one most recently was in Alicante, and the ceremony was they'd hired a string quartet and a piano player, like they were like a collective, and then I was just gonna sing for the ceremony in this church. It was absolutely amazing. I've never sang with strings before, but I obviously was communicating with them beforehand because we didn't have a practice. They needed to like know the songs and stuff. So I was just chatting with them. None of them, didn't speak any English, so I was getting to use my Spanish. And on the actual day, like, I don't know, there was just a lot. The ceremony itself was English, and it's very different in Spain. Like the order is very different, and so basically they were just like, "Can you just like tell us what's going on? We need to know the cues," or like little things.
And you could do it.
But it was like nice
So the
to be able
couple's
to be like.
English.
Yeah, the couple was English. The
bet they,
priest was their
benefited
friend,
from
who
your-
was a Scouser. So I mean, even if they did speak a bit of English, like it would have been difficult for them to understand a Scouser.
You've got to shout about this, by the way. Sorry to stop you there. On your socials, if people are getting married in Spain,
Yeah, no, my dad was
the
saying
benefit
that.
Yeah, you
Fucking
can
you.
leverage these ones.
is you can
the fact that you
leverage-
can speak Spanish.
Yeah.
I wish I'd got more
get you
clips
more
of
out of
me
it.
like speaking Spanish with them on the
We
day
just
and
speak it
stuff.
on the social media.
Yeah.
You start off in Spanish, then go, so this means you get married in
yeah.
Spain couples. Not only
Yeah.
I'm going to come and sing, I'm going to be able to talk to people and communicate.
That's something that's on my I want to do more of. Like I'm trying to make connections with some like wedding planners and stuff in Spain, the ones that I've done, because that would be a dream for me.
Speak a bit of Spanish, please.
Porque ¿qué quieres?
I need more.
No, I need that. What do you want me to say?
What did you say? I don't know. What
I was like, what do you want me to say? Like, okay.
Oh, right,
so,
okay. Say this is the best podcast in the world.
Okay, I don't know how to say podcast. I feel like it's probably just podcast.
Es
lo mejor en el mundo este podcast. Muchas gracias por venirme. Thank you very much.
De nada,
proper
de
good.
nada. Muy bien, gracias.
I'll think of something better to say.
Yeah.
But like on the actual day when I was like thrown into it, I mean, like, my degree was a long time ago. I'm definitely like out of practice in terms of like I'm not as good as I was. But when you're thrown into it on the day, you're just like, right, okay, it's fine.
You're into it.
Yeah.
My mum speaks fluent Spanish.
Who does?
Yeah, my mum.
Oh, amazing.
She's,
how come? Like,
they lived in Spain for about 10 years, but she was learning before that, and she goes to Spanish class in Fleetwood, just down the road. She still keeps up with that.
She was learning years before.
She's like 83
Yeah.
or something, 82. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah,
they
I
lived
think it's always
in
beneficial
Spain
to
for a
have.
bit.
so that was really nice, and obviously beautiful.
Do you like doing the destination stuff?
Yeah,
Logistically, travel? Because you guys have got
obviously.
more kit than probably
Well,
the average.
Jay-Z's probably not like if it was me, because
Just take your
So the
guitar.
yeah, but that it's always hire
Yeah.
you hire the equipment there, and then
They've done that, yeah. I've taken stuff abroad,
Have you?
flown speakers out and all
To be
sorts.
honest, I do wish I'd done that, because the speakers that the hotel hired were really shit, but I just made it work. But obviously I would have preferred to have my gear. But
A couple of those Evis 8s would be mega.
I know,
Dead
you should probably
easy.
just take that. At least that's not so, yeah.
Dead light
But the
as well.
guitar, I always say, if it's okay with you, and generally they say yes, because it's not that much more, to have a seat for it, because it's my baby and I don't want to put it underneath it. Because you know what the
you
baggage
put it-
handle is like.
Pay for a seat.
Put a seatbelt on it.
So
and
I've got
everything.
like my guitar next to me, like, yeah, because
Do you not
know
get
what
like
baggage
you know
handles
like
are
your fellow passengers on the plane? Do they not go past
No,
me
they're
like
fine.
cheeky fucker? Taking up a seat for the
They pay for a seat for the
yeah.
guitar.
It's not going to bother you. It's just there. You know, it's not going to cause you any. But
Yeah,
yeah,
but people get grumpy on flights, don't they?
like the I did it once and put it in the hold, and I actually saw out the plane window.
Like that.
and,
They're just chucking it.
and
Yeah.
fragile all over it. I'd like had it wrapped and everything. And I was like, right, I don't want to do this again. This is like,
Do you get your guitar an in-flight meal, or is it just?
yeah. No,
It's one way to get 2 meals. You're always thinking of your stomach, you are, aren't you? It's typical.
so yeah, what about you? Do you like the abroad stuff?
Yeah, I try and get a couple a year just to get away. If I can turn it into a few days away and have some trip out of it, then I will. Because otherwise,
absolutely.
it's just a long way to go to do a wedding. So I'm a bit past the kind of excitement and glamour of it from that point of view, because I don't like to be away unless I'm going to make the most of it and have a few
of
days.
course.
I tend to refuse abroad gigs now unless I get a really good vibe with the couple.
It's just, I think where I'm at with the kids being young and stuff, it's just
Yeah.
not something I want to be doing loads. Before we do the quick fire round, what would be your one piece of advice for somebody
Starting out in the wedding industry.
in the wedding as a singer or otherwise?
Yeah.
Well, I have a like a gallery wall in my house above my sofa, and it's got loads of different things. But on one of them it says "Work hard and be nice to people," and I actually do take that motto. Does that sound a bit lame? Work hard and be nice to people. I think it's really important.
That's
Pretty much
fundamental.
sums up what you should be doing, yeah.
Yeah, and I just think it's important to, like, with the venues and suppliers and whoever you work with.
Jav, do you actually look at that and like keep you on track with your purpose?
No, I don't know.
You have a mood
It's
board.
only little.
Have that
It
on your
sounds a bit
phone,
lame.
or-
It's got loads of other cool things on it, like. But I think
I was thinking about tattooing something like that on my
Yeah.
arm, just so I see it all the time and remember.
I had one in my
It's
office
really
and it said,
important
don't
to
forget
me.
to be awesome every day.
Yeah.
So sometimes you look at things like that and it's... But yeah, the advice there, definitely. Just be nice to people and work hard.
Really
Is
hard, yeah.
is
Do you know what? That is the prevailing. Everyone that we have on the pod, it's always the same. It's just do the best for your couples. Don't be a knobhead. Be nice.
Don't be a dick. That's the Johnny.
Yeah,
way to say it.
versions of that, that seems to be where all the successful people are doing. So.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to ask me about. I was trying to think of an embarrassing story because I thought that's what.
Oh, we'll get onto that.
Oh,
sorry.
We're coming up to that.
I've got this is a new thing. We've got a quick fire round.
Okay, cool.
This is new.
I'm not so good with quickfire because.
So you just the first answer. I'll try and do this quick.
Okay, cool.
First answer that comes into your head.
Okay, someone's ringing me again. Sorry, call declined. I should have put that on silent.
Sorry. It might be important. Who is it?
Not important. This is the most important thing in the world.
We got that on camera. Right, quick fire. Right, big wedding or small wedding?
Small wedding.
Favourite part of a wedding day?
Singing the bride down the aisle.
Oh. Most underrated part of the day?
Ooh, cocktail hour in between.
Yeah,
Day and night.
Agreed.
Yeah, because I love hyping everyone up on that part, taking requests, getting the energy up for the evening party. Love a cocktail hour.
What's the most stressful part of a wedding day for you?
Stressful part of a wedding day.
10 seconds.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to press
well,
you.
as I said about,
Just
I always
kidding.
I
Feel
need
like
to
a
make,
game show host.
Sorry, I always make
Good for
sure that
shorts, this, wasn't it?
I always make sure the down the aisle is like perfectly planned and stuff. But like that is the most part where I was like, I will need to get this right for that moment for her.
Got it.
So sometimes that can be.
Yeah. Favourite venue? I find this really hard to answer.
So hard. I really obviously I love Owen House. I like Bruges Hall and Clitheroe. I love there.
Nice.
I don't know.
Nice pronunciation as well, because I never know how to say that.
Yeah. Brown.
I had a
Bruges-
Rose
Bruges-
Home.
Took a
Rose-
while.
Bruiseham.
Tithy Barn.
Rose Home.
Bruges.
If you weren't a singer, what else would you do in the wedding world?
I was trying to think about that actually, but it sounds a bit like girly, but I probably would do like makeup because I really like makeup.
Yeah.
Nice.
And it's like nice making someone feel pretty.
Right, makeup. And that's one trend you're ready to say goodbye to.
Oh.
That's where we get a bit catty.
What do people
Me?
say?
What would I say? I would say the freaking cake cut for me is just like, what the...
Okay.
I loved it when Adam did something different in his wedding day, or champagne pour, or it's just
Yeah, okay.
Right.
Speeches in between courses.
Yeah.
get rid of. Well, I wouldn't allow that on my wedding anyway. But the cake thing, yay! They're cutting some cake. If you want to get a photograph of these two cutting some cake,
Yeah.
why, you weirdos? Oh, and by the way, if you go around to the house next week, they're cutting a steak pie. If you want to get a picture of that as well.
You know what? I would say I really am like into celebrant ceremonies now, rather than like I know.
Rather
it's
than
not-
registrars.
Yeah,
just
so
'cause
get rid of registrars.
No, that sounds bad. but I do really love a celebrant ceremony because it's really personal. So
I do. I agree.
and I could
Yeah.
recite them register. But of
So
course,
that's your
like,
trend you'd get rid of, right?
No, it's just like the wedding in general. No, no, yeah. Sorry. I just like it as a thing. So that's a difficult one. Can I just say that?
Yeah,
What
I
do
agree.
you get rid of?
Speeches in between courses.
Oh, that was your answer for that one. Oh, yeah, but that's a given for me anyway. Definitely speeches.
11 o'clock ceremonies.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
let's not have
God,
that.
there's so many trends we could get rid of, isn't
Or
there?
even 12. I mean, 12's fine, but
I
it's a
don't-
really
12's
long
better than 11,
day.
but half one's and two's better than all of them. So
Yeah.
I don't
It's too early.
want to
And then there's
like-
too much of a gap in between.
force myself out of the wedding industry because I could get quite controversial.
Mate,
if start
I heard,
talking, but-
I've got to tell you this. I'd get rid of people on podcasts giving out bad advice. So I watched, Andy Murphy sent it to me. He said, listen to this. Somebody on a podcast about the wedding industry was asking this person, I can't say male or female case, and they were saying about make sure you have your wedding really early, so 11 o'clock. Because then you've got all this time. I was thinking, no, that's like the worst. You're going to have
No,
so
I
many
don't like that
lulls in
advice
different
at
parts of the
all.
day. Everybody's going to be too
Exactly.
pissed too early. They're going to be too tired too early. You've got to get it up at 3 in the morning to get ready for it.
Exactly.
And she was giving it, and it was like solid advice to couples. And I was like, I felt like saying, this has to come off air. This
I
is the
don't-
worst advice
Yeah.
I've ever
Do
heard.
you know what?
Disagree.
The issue with social media is that there's so many people now that will influencers that will
know.
share their opinion and seem credible, but there's so
don't
much
have the
variation of
experience,
the advice.
yeah.
Like some of it's really bad, some of it's just personal opinion. Like you've got to be really careful where you get your information from, haven't you?
You have.
So get rid of all podcasts except for this one,
This is number
because
one.
because obviously we talk sense.
Are there any other wedding business podcasts? I don't think there are they? Yeah.
Not like this one.
Yeah.
Not I know a few videography ones, but nothing generalised. I don't think.
Can we take the? Can we put the flag in the sand and say that we were the first kind of
It must be one of the only ones in the UK that's
across the board of the whole wedding industry, not
yeah.
just
and about the business stuff.
I think it's
probably
great
not,
if-
but
if
I will take it.
we can help anyone, like even a little bit. That's amazing.
Yeah, but
I don't know if it's been
it's all
helpful
for
in
free.
any way,
We just do it
but,
because we like talking about weddings.
But yeah,
Yeah, and it does. People listen, people get benefit from it, so that's a bonus because we like doing it anyway. So
yeah.
And we get to hook up and see each other, which is very nice.
Well,
Isn't
it's
it, Adam?
lovely for me to see you both. I only see you fleeting.
Right, come on.
embarrassing story then.
Embarrassing story from a wedding.
To be fair, I couldn't think of anything that was so bad. It was like not
Been hit on by a
rectifiable.
bride. Have you?
Oh God, are we going there? No.
Groom, maybe.
Don't want to go there, but I did actually.
Please go there.
I bet you have had a few
But I
of
don't
those
want
instances.
to. Well, it's just drunk men, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'll go hit on anyone. But I did leave my. I did. This was just embarrassing because it was just pure stupidity from me. Like, I did a wedding in Durham, which obviously isn't on the corner, and I had a evening party. So finished there. Did put half my stuff in the car. Went to go say bye to the bride and groom. Always, say goodbye, blah blah blah. And then I was just like, right, I need to get back. So, and then I got back to Manchester and realised I'd left half my equipment in Durham. Like, it's so bad.
Do you have to go back and get it?
No, so
Another
Kat,
time.
saxophonique,
Yeah,
Kat, she was doing the evening, so she brought it back for me. Thank God. But this is why I have spares of everything. Spare speaker, spare pedals, spare mic,
advice.
spare leads.
Yeah.
Actually. To be fair,
You need to be able to clone your entire setup just in case.
I mean, it's probably like a catastrophizing thing. I'm like, what if the speaker just blows up?
Okay, you've got to think
It's
like that.
probably not going to happen, but you do have to have
Because
backup.
the person that doesn't think like that is like, that's the lack of experience for me when something inevitably does go wrong and you then can't provide your service.
Exactly.
And that's on you, really.
Yeah,
Not
everyone's like,
preparing.
why have you got so much stuff? I was like, because I need the spares.
Yeah.
But also, I don't know if you've ever had it like with brides being or grooms being like too drunk to like do. I've had someone like pass out before the first dance before and stuff like that.
We did years ago. There was a bride
That was pretty bad.
fell
If I
asleep
can
on
have
a
any
sofa
advice, like
and
just
couldn't do a
try and
first
pace
dance.
yourself a little bit.
It was
See,
a wedding we did.
have you ever had that?
Yeah, loads.
Loads.
I've
Oh,
had it where
really?
the groom's gone missing and he's been found collapsed in a toilet somewhere and he shouldn't be doing his first
so
dance.
maybe that's like standard.
Yeah, we've had loads of brides. I say loads of brides. Probably more brides than the grooms where they've been really pissed and they've not been able to do the first dance.
Yeah.
I've known that many
it's
times.
really, yeah, that one. When I turned up, she had like a bottle of champagne and I was just swigging it.
Yeah, you can see it coming sometimes.
Yeah, you pre-have
Not to
this
pace
happening.
yourself, haven't you?
Once I did a ceremony.
what, though?
Sorry, go on.
No, sorry, I'm interrupting, but on our wedding day, because obviously that was only last month, I struggled to get drunk.
Because you're chatting.
Because you're so busy,
everyone.
you don't have time to, like, I had drinks all the time, but I was having a sit, putting it down, getting a fresh one.
Yeah,
Your adrenaline as well.
And your adrenaline keeps you going, yeah. I found it really, we were probably the soberest ones out of everybody come the end.
Like remember it all, and you get to speak.
Yeah,
to
yeah, and that's the way I wanted it. I didn't want
Yeah.
to wake up the next day minging. I didn't want to pass out, forget anything, so.
DPJ's at the door. Have you ever had, when you do ceremonies and it's like, what do they say? If anyone has any reason here.
Yeah.
Obviously, has that ever happened?
Well, for someone to object, no, I want it to
No, I
happen.
want it to
Selfishly, I
happen
want it to happen.
It's never going to happen, but like,
Well, touch wood, it will never happen.
no, it's never going to happen.
And
But
you wouldn't expect it to happen, but how cool would it? Like,
Do you
just
just-
once for
just
the
once?
drama. Yeah, I wouldn't wish it on anybody.
No.
But also, part of me would love to see it happen one day.
But that's what I was saying about there was a ceremony with bouncers because they didn't want the mum to come because I think she was going to come and try and shut it down. So maybe it was going to happen then.
I did a wedding years ago where the bride arrived at the church and the groom was still in the pub, and someone went to get him. I think I went to get him, or I went with someone to get him, and he was like, "I'm not going until I finish my pint." And we were like, "The bride's here. You've got to get in the church." And he's like, "Well, I'm going to finish this first."
Oh no.
It's like, oh, great. Yeah, I'll say no. I'll say no more.
flags already,
I'll
isn't
say
there?
no more.
Big time.
Red flags.
Daisy, thank you so much.
Thank
We're
you.
good, eh? We're good.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Do I
for
not
that.
ask a question to someone else?
Oh yes, of course.
Sorry.
Telling us how.
Right, she's been paying attention.
Yeah.
She's actually.
I've
Watch
like
some
I
of
said,
our-
I've been
listen, I'm
listening.
so
this
sorry.
weekend. I mean, we don't have to do that.
No. The last question from the last guest for you was, what was your biggest light bulb moment in your career to date?
I think, like we were saying about the feedback from TWIA and stuff and like reviews and things like that, when you actually start believing what people are saying and you get lovely comments, it's like that moment of like, oh, I am actually doing what I'm supposed to be doing and I am like good at it and I will carry on doing it. I don't know if that's a good like light bulb moment, but that really people don't realize how much the reviews like mean really to us. They keep us going and like
just
you
the
know what I
affirmation
mean?
that you are where you're meant to
And
be.
they're really good for business as well, but also like from a personal point of view because they're really lovely. And so I don't know, I might change my answer.
What a lovely wholesome way to end.
Do you have a light bulb moment, Adam?
I know. I
Yes,
didn't know.
I answered this
Was it
on
in
another podcast. Someone asked me this
did
that I
you?
was
In the
interviewed
pool in Portugal.
that was a light bulb moment. Yeah, when I was like,
happened?
well, I did my first destination wedding with Howard, and
nice.
I should have been starting.
His job
Had
as
I
a
gone
teacher.
down my career path of a teacher, I'd have been starting a job that week in September, and my first week of the job. You know, like all the rest of my fellow uni graduates,
yeah.
and instead I was in a pool in Portugal shooting a wedding. I was just like, this life's mint.
Oh my god.
This is definitely
I'm
what I
gonna
want to
this
do. Yeah,
instead.
yeah.
Oh, that's yeah. Did you like sort of help?
Howard
Or-
got me that gig. didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. He'd
Or, like,
never-
not-
yeah. It,
Oh, I
Encourage him to do it to wedding.
I owe him everything.
no, it's just it was the
Annoyingly.
point in my when I was doing stuff. I was doing a bit of videoing for hotels, and I was doing a bit to camera and a bit other bits of stuff. And I just asked Adam. I don't know how it even came about. I asked him whether he were around. I said, "Do you want to come along on a shoot and hold the camera and stuff?" He'd never even told the camera, and then it just sort of led from there, really.
I love it.
And then we just
I love
helped
it, yeah.
all the way through. So that was
Question for the
question
question
for the next person. No.
Not telling you, that's part of it.
Okay, I was just going to say
Because we
quite a lot
don't
of them-
actually know. We
Yeah,
never have
quite a
anyone
lot
lined
of
up.
them are already married, right? I guess maybe. So I was going to say if you could do over your wedding now,
Or if you're not married and you're
or
going to
if
do
you're
it.
not married,
yeah.
with all the knowledge that you have of weddings, like how would you do it? What would the dream wedding?
Nice,
what would
yeah,
the
I like
wedding be?
That's a good question, that one.
Yeah,
Because
what-
my
what
wedding
about
now
you?
would be very different, probably. Or
Yours probably wouldn't, 'cause
we
you've just
did
had
ours.
yours.
Yeah, we did ours exactly benefiting from all the years
Yeah,
of experience.
exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly how we wanted it.
Yeah, absolutely. I did. But when I got married, there wasn't the type of things that there are now. I know it's only 20 years ago, but still quite a big. The wedding industry's changed so
It
much
must
in
have
20
changed
years.
so
It's
much,
ridiculous. So I would do quite a lot of different things, but
Yes, that was
great question.
Thank
I'm
you
looking
so
forward to
much.
what people say for that one.
I can't wait for my sourdough.
Your sourdough's coming. As soon as you get off air, you can have it.
yeah, it's been so nice having you,
Thank you
Dave.
so much.
Thanks for making the trip and coming over. We really appreciate it.
Thank you
And
for having me, guys.
we always have
I was really
it's
nervous.
just a fun
It
vibe.
was just a chat, wasn't it?
Yeah, I
You were
told
great.
you.
Did I do okay?
Yeah.
I think you did brilliant. Yeah,
Cool.
that's a wrap.
Cool.
Thanks, guys.
Welcome. Right.
So thanks so much for listening. We really hope that you found this episode insightful, inspirational, and if you did enjoy that, then please consider subscribing to us wherever you get your podcasts, iTunes, Spotify. We're Think Wedding Business.
We're also on YouTube and Instagram. So if you want to watch us, you can go over to YouTube and find us at Think Wedding Business. And the same over on Instagram to keep up with all of our future episodes.
We'd really love you to subscribe and join us on this journey. And if you do like this content, please consider giving us a 5-star review. It just helps us get seen and helps spread the word.
So thanks again for listening,
Wings
and we'll see you
out.
next time.
Bye-bye.